Thank you very much, Comrade Minister Clyde Elder. The Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bisesa. We waited long for that. Let me repeat that. The Honorable Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Mrs. Kamla Prasad Bisesa. Parliamentary and cabinet colleagues, members of our national executive, local government officers, brothers and sisters assembled in your thousands tonight in the political epicenter of the Caribbean, the constituency of Siparia. Tonight we are in the heart of our party as we return to you, the people. It was just a few weeks ago we came here, humble, and we asked you to give us your support, give us your vote, so that we can save Trinidad and Tobago. You returned the Honorable Kamla Prasad Bisesa as the first Prime Minister ever to be returned from opposition by electoral means. That had never happened in Trinidad before. Today, under her leadership, we are in a battle, and I am happy to be before you today in battle gear. You know, all day I was choked up in a suit, and I was itching. I run home and I bathe and I put on my battle gear and I come out, because this is where soldiers must be, in battle. And although we have won an enormous historic victory, our battle continues. Because the enemy is at large. The PNM, they have 13 in the parliament. Half useless and the other half has no use. Well, they have 12, one disappear. When Saddam told us heads will roll, I thought one bald head gone already. But brothers and sisters, all heads will roll, including bald ones. Tonight we are here to report to you, and I will speak briefly on some matters concerning energy. I wanted to tell you tonight I was feeling a bit tired, but tonight the lion has energy. Tonight we want to report to you on 64 days in office, 2 months, including public holidays and weekends. We report to you tonight. Brothers and sisters, we inherited a country in an economic mess and disaster. We inherited an economy that was slipping and had fallen. Unemployment, closure of business, no foreign exchange, no reserves, no nothing from the paradise that Kamla Prasad Bisesa won left in office in 2015. We inherited a country that was in shambles. In the energy sector, they left Point Lisas as a rust belt. They left all the energy companies falling, failing, declining. Between 2015 and 2025, the fall in oil production was 37%. The same thing, 37% fall in gas production. So if this economy cannot produce gas, what you are going to export? Huh? What? Our economy is driven by that energy sector in the main, and by gas production. Stuart Young all over the world beating his chest. They make deal, they this, that, and they do the other. He and Rowley, all you remember Rowley? Don't forget him, eh? Don't forget him. You know, you want to forget him, but don't. They destroyed the sector to the extent that companies were pulling out. Brothers and sisters, they were pulling out. Today in Parliament, they're asking where we getting the revenue from. Did you realize every time the PNM talk, they're crying property tax gone, they're crying TRA gone, they're crying this gone. We have to keep our eyes on them. You know, if you leave them in opposition, they may try to raise taxes from opposition. Keep an eye on them, brothers and sisters. Today, I can report to you in a few minutes that under the leadership of Kamla Prasad Bisesa, under her leadership, we have hit the ground running. You beg to move. Imbert, yes. When he spoke in Parliament, Yeah, he always begging to move. He should move himself. Under Mrs. Prasad Bissasa's leadership, all ministers hit the ground running in all sectors. In the energy sector, we met the oil and gas subsectors in a state of collapse. We moved immediately. We noted the concerns, declines in production and so on. Could I report to you now that in April 2025, brothers and sisters, our nation's crude oil and condensate production, meaning oil, was at 51,488 barrels per day. That was what we come and meet, 51,488 barrels per day. By July 2025, this figure rose to 56,000 barrels per day. In that short time, we have moved the production of oil from 51,000 to 56,000, and we now reach on the compound. We now reach. At that pace, Dr. Mego, we are being told at that pace, by the end of the 24th month in office, we will surpass Kamla Prasad Bisasa one administration record oil production. Your second administration will surpass that in 24 months. Brothers and sisters, we have called on Heritage Petroleum and others to do what they have to take all steps necessary to increase our oil production. And recently you have heard in May, EOG Resources has made significant strides when they brought Mento Development online, an additional well. Today we are proud to receive the news that Touchstone has announced another successful drill in the Cascadura field, confirming additional gas reserves. This is happening at a rapid pace. Just today, myself and our brilliant, fantastic, and knowledgeable minister in the Ministry of Energy, the Honorable Ernesto Kiza, met today with the oil companies and the gas companies. They have pledged to work with us. They are eager. We have a bid round on which has attracted, so far it has attracted an unbelievable amount of interest and investor confidence in the next bid round, which we will deal with in the month of September. But brothers and sisters, I wanted to leave you with one other matter before my time comes to an end. And you know, we have heard over the years all of this nonsense. The PNM said what? It's because of them Moody came here, Prime Minister Moody. But Moody passed over this country in November last year to go to Guyana. And when he passed over, he didn't even glance at Trinidad and Tobago. He went Georgetown. So what plan you had to bring him here? It is a few months after, with the ascendancy of Kamla Prasad Bisasa, that the Prime Minister of the largest democracy landed in Trinidad and Tobago. And when we heard, Dr. Bodo, when we heard sea ambulances, we heard dialysis machine, we heard agriculture processing equipment, we heard 2,000 laptops for the children. A fella in Debe say, he said, but if Mr. Modi come here twice a year, we business fix. That is the success that we got from one trip of one foreign leader, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, it gives me no pleasure to tell you that the pensionless Stuart Young was parading all over the world, telling you what he's doing to raise revenue and raise the energy sector and oil and gas, blah, blah, blah. I have in my possession a note from the ministry, brothers and sisters, and would you believe, I'll tell you in a nutshell and avoid the technical language. In January, it was January 25th, 2025, this year, Mr. Stuart Young took a note to Cabinet concerning a production sharing contract with the multinationals. I won't name them and so on, but a production sharing contract. That's how money, you just get money. And could I tell you, Prime Minister, the next good news? I know you like to hear good news. In the second quarter of 2025, when you compare to the second quarter of 2024, we received to the central government in 2024, second quarter, $955 million. In the second quarter of this year, our administration, we have already crossed $1 billion in receipts to the government of Trinidad and Tobago. So we have climbed already, and we now reach. The action now start. Brothers and sisters, Stuart Young carried a note to Cabinet, and in this Cabinet note, He claims that he made a mistake and they put the wrong figures in a table. I have the table here. You know, when we check what he did, he took a note to cabinet with wrong figures and data concerning the share of government revenue. It was left to the administration of Kamla Prasad Bisesa to go back to this cabinet and correct. That was a $6 billion error. You all have heard of the $6 million man? This is a $6 billion error. Mistake by Stuart Young. We have saved, by bringing a cabinet note, 6 billion Trinidad and Tobago dollars. That Stuart Young claimed he made an error. I want to ask him tonight, was it an error? Or were you trying to take care of your era? Which was it? An error? Or you taking care of your era? This cannot be an error where you make such a colossal mistake. It must be something more that I have called upon the ministry to investigate. So brothers and sisters, I will leave you with that message of hope that we are here. Kamla Prasad Bisesa and her high-performing team is here. And in quick time, we will return this country to economic success, prosperity, high employment, and an energy sector that is second to none in the Caribbean. Long live our great party, long live our political leader, and long live our struggle. I thank you, and God bless you all.
Sing! Moonilal a lion, he's a champion, he's a lion, he's a champion, roaring lion, he's a